Ashley, the most popular girl in school, told me she liked me. Her childhood buddy, Chad, stood there smirking. Dude, the sneakers she's wearing cost more than you make in a year. You can't actually believe she's serious, right? I actually did believe her. I was too naive to see that Ashley and I lived in completely different worlds. Then Chad's watch went missing. Ashley joined everyone else, turning their suspicious eyes on me. I was burning with anger, my fists clenched in my pockets. When I transferred, I blocked Ashley on every app. I left without a word. I never expected Ashley, who always had everyone at her feet, to look for me for 7 years. After gym class, star quarterback Chad realized his ridiculously expensive watch was gone. Without me even knowing, he turned my backpack inside out in front of everyone. I walked into a disaster. He stood next to Ashley, his face like thunder. Ash, Nate's your boyfriend. Tell him to give me back my watch. Ashley and Chad had been inseparable since they were little kids. Everyone knew Ashley felt something for him. Even I had to admit, she and Chad always had more to talk about. I never knew what to say when they were discussing designer brands and limited edition this and that. This time, though, Ashley didn't rush to agree with him. She calmly started cleaning up my desk before even looking at Chad. She said offhandedly, but not denying anything, "It's just a watch. I'll buy you another one." The class exploded in whispers, each more accusatory than the last. Wait, are you saying Nate took it? Wouldn't be surprised. Everyone knows he's here on financial aid. And he was the only one who went back to the classroom during gym. Man, he could sell that watch and live off it for months, right? Hey, I heard his dad broke his leg years ago for stealing. I froze at the door, my face stinging from their words. I never knew the people who politely called me class president to my face would say this kind of garbage behind my back. Then someone yelled, "Nate." The room went dead quiet. All eyes turned to the door. Even though I'd done nothing, the shame and embarrassment felt overwhelming. I saw Ashley turn too. Maybe I was imagining it, but I thought I saw a flash of amusement in her eyes. When I tried to explain, no one cared. The more I protested, the weirder they looked at me. "Whatever," Chad said with a dismissive scoff. "It's not like I need the watch." He generously told everyone to forget about it. I wasn't about to let this accusation slide. As Chad turned away, I grabbed his arm and said I'd take him to check the security footage. Chad glared at me, his eyes full of scorn. I expected him to refuse. What I didn't expect was for Ashley to stop me. She came up close and said softly, "It's okay, Nate. It's fine." Ashley always said that to calm me down when I was stressed. Hearing those simple words calmed me down. I didn't take it, I said, looking down at her, feeling helpless. My dad came to drop off lunch. I went back to put it in the fridge. I didn't do anything. I only went back to the classroom to drop off the pot roast. My dad made it special for my birthday and dropped it off. But Ashley didn't seem to care about what I was saying. She said it didn't matter, that she could fix whatever I'd done. But why didn't it matter? I hadn't done anything wrong. Did Ashley really not know how important someone's reputation could be? I insisted on checking the security footage, and Ashley lost her patience. She suddenly let go of me and gave a light laugh. It was such a delicate laugh. I finally realized something was wrong, slowly lifting my eyes to meet hers. I saw the smile on her face. I saw the unmistakable contempt in her eyes, just like everyone else. "Can we drop the act already? You really didn't take it?" she asked with a sneer. "I seem to remember you saying the other day that you were short on cash lately. Also, the security camera in the classroom just happened to break yesterday." "Nate, didn't you know?" My head was ringing. I don't know why, but I suddenly remembered what Chad had said to me once. "You still don't get it. You and Ashley live in different worlds." I hadn't understood it then. Now, it suddenly made sense. Ashley, raised as the center of attention, was prejudiced against poor people. She would always believe Chad, who was from her same circle, without a second thought. Ashley knew how important your reputation was. She never believed me to begin with. The bell rang shrilly, mingling with Chad's laughter. In the chaos, someone bumped the desk. I helplessly watched the pot roast fall. The food spilled across the floor, the greasy meat tumbling and stopping at my feet, covered in dust and paper scraps. I stared, unable to say a word. The last string of my sanity snapped. I could still hear Ashley saying, "If you needed money, you could have just told me, Nate. Why go this route?" But I couldn't listen anymore. I took a deep breath and kicked the desk. The grating sound cut her off. I glared at her, my voice full of disappointment. "Ashley, yeah, my family's poor, but I don't steal." The autumn rain was biting cold. Clutching my lunchbox, I sat on the bleachers, eating in silence. There wasn't much left. It had mostly spilled. Ashley came with an umbrella. Her voice was tight with anger. "Why are you running off? Don't eat that. You don't know where it's been." "Nate, are you listening to me? It's just pot roast. Is it that big of a deal? I'll get you more." Ashley rarely got angry with me. I'd normally try to cheer her up until she begged me to stop. But now, I just wanted to finish this food in peace. I clutched the lunchbox, not wanting to let go, not wanting to share her umbrella. As Ashley came closer, I moved away. "Are you avoiding me?" Her pretty face went blank for a moment. I didn't answer. Ashley stared at me, her expression unreadable. As I ate the last bite, the rain got heavier. Ashley spoke up. "About the watch, Don't bother," I interrupted. "I'll take care of it myself." "I said I'd help you," Ashley said, sounding confused. "How are you going to fix this? With your budget?" That made me want to laugh, but I couldn't. "Think what you want." I carefully packed the lunchbox and stood up to leave. Ashley's voice faded in the rain. I thought I heard her calling my name, but I ignored it. That was the last time we talked. Ashley stopped coming to school. That night, Chad dropped the charges. But the rumors didn't stop. The teacher pushed up her glasses and told me sternly that she would investigate. When I got back to the classroom, someone saw me and instinctively shoved their wallet into their desk. I froze, my throat tight with pain. I worked my butt off to get into this school, staying at the top of my class. I never imagined I'd be treated like a common thief. On Parents' Day, I heard people pointing and laughing at my dad outside the school gate. I heard bits and pieces of their words. Hey, isn't that the dad of that Nate kid in 7th grade? I heard his leg was broken because he was like father like son. No wonder Nate took Chad's watch. In the cold wind, I saw my dad freeze. For the first time, I was ashamed to face my dad. Rumors were a terrible thing. Those silent looks felt like 1,000 little cuts. That was the worst day of my life. When we got home, my dad spent half the night chain smoking. I whispered, I didn't take the watch. I remember everything you taught me. My dad didn't scold me or press me. He only asked me sadly, much later, did you get blamed because of me? I saw my dad give a sad smile from the shadows. I'm sorry, son, he said hoarsely. I made you ashamed. He told me about his past. I already knew the truth. I was adopted. I was useless, and you got really sick. I scraped together every penny I could, but I was still $1,000 short. I saw my dad lost in memory, his eyes filled with years of pain. I didn't know what to do, and I did what I did. Once you cross the line, the shame gets etched in your bones. You can never shake it. My dad's voice got quieter, lost in the night air. Finally, I didn't know if he was asking me or himself. He wondered if my life would be better if a different person had found me. My dad's health suddenly took a turn for the worse. I panicked and took time off school. I didn't want to go anywhere but the hospital. When I went to get lunch, I saw Chad in front of the room. I froze. My already awful mood plummeted. Chad had met my dad before, with Ashley, at my dad's food stall. I didn't remember the specifics. I only remembered his sarcastic, disgusted tone. That roadside food stand looks so gross. How can you eat that? You can, but do you have to force Ashley to eat it with you? I saw Ashley take a bite, her pretty eyebrows furrowing. She chewed a few times, and spat it out. My dad was on the side of the road, the cold wind blowing. He stared blankly at the rich kids. Ashley and I had a fight that night. Snapping back to the present, I glared at Chad. What do you want now? Chad laughed. If you needed money, you should have said so. You can't neglect health. We're all friends, right? Ashley and I won't stand by. He handed me a card. What's this? Your dad's illness. I know a really good hospital. I'll send you there. But that city is far away. It would be tiring to go back and forth. The antiseptic-smelling corridor was silent. Chad and I stared at each other for a long time. Then he suddenly asked, do you know why Ashley hasn't been to school? It's because she's ashamed. You know her personality. She's so proud. That's why I came to see you. Chad's words were like needles, stabbing me in the chest. Waves of pain washed over me. I squeezed my fists. My dad was coughing in the room. It was a death knell. I felt like everything around me was dissolving, leaving only this life-saving card. I needed that money. I gripped the card in my hand. Thank you. I'll transfer soon and take care of my dad. I'll pay you back. But it'll take some time. Chad sneered. Who needs it? I didn't tell anyone about the transfer. One afternoon, we left the city for good. After the move, my dad's health slowly improved. School was tough after the transfer. I was constantly running between the hospital and my apartment, but my good foundation helped me keep up. My dad recovered. In college, I balanced school and a business, working myself to death. I paid back Chad according to the card number he left. I was lucky. My business succeeded, and I paid everything off before graduation. 7 years passed in a flash. I never thought I'd see Ashley again. The reunion was a shock. My college roommate, Alex, dragged me to a party for the rich and privileged. Everyone was filthy rich. I didn't want to go. Alex blew out a puff of smoke and teased, Mr. Busy Businessman, you don't have time to have dinner with me. Guess the bromance is dead. Alex was my college roommate. Most of my classmates had lost touch, but I stayed in touch with him. I couldn't refuse, so I said yes. When I walked into the club, I froze, feeling like something was about to happen. It was a regular place for the rich, just like Alex said. I felt fine until I was at the door to the VIP section. I saw Chad. He'd changed a lot in 7 years. He wasn't a kid anymore. He was polished and confident. I didn't expect to see him again. Chad was just as shocked.